Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you've been having a great week. For those celebrating Easter, happy Easter. Happy Passover for last week if you're celebrating that. Let's jump in and see what our guides want to tell us about the week. Cards are already flying out at us. We'll pick that one up and use that one and see what messages our guides want to hold for us. I hope you have been resting. I hear that a lot of us need to get extra rest. We need more break time, more relaxation. So if you haven't found the thing that makes you feel fully relaxed yet, think about ways that you can really get yourself more zenful. Okay, so first card that we got here with the tarot is the Lovers. And on this deck, it looks like such. And let's see what they want to tell us. So first, if you are already partnered, what I hear them saying is, like an advisement that think about, like when you're doing things, if it is a true partnership or if it's like some people who've like drifted, like doing things separately on their own, and that it's like a pattern or a routine, like leading different lives almost a little bit. And they say be cautious because see more ways in which you can include the other is what I hear them saying. See more ways in which you can connect. Okay, so that's the first message. For those who are unpartnered or they say that if you're waiting to like, if you've been burned in the past and if you're waiting to see like all these great signs or, like you're really someone who's, like what they're telling me is like some people have really been, like hurt in the past or really felt, like someone didn't see them, didn't understand them. And so now you're very cautious, like looking for signs, looking for red flags, like really doing a lot of analysis, maybe your own psychic readings on things. You don't always fully know someone is what they're saying. So sometimes you have to, just let yourself be. Like don't drive yourself crazy trying to, like think of every single little thing. And just be in the moment and just be joyful. And also like another message they're telling us is, to remember that nothing is forever. And so meaning like if it's perhaps just a season of your life and not the whole book of your life. Perhaps it's just a chapter. Remember that you can enjoy things, in certain times instead of just like trying to hold on to things forever. So I think what they're saying is there's a lot of like future thinking. Like they're cautioning us against those of us who like are just like really far ahead into the future and like have a lot of ruminating thoughts. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Next one, and on this deck, the tarot cards are a little bit different. So this one is the Lady, which is, the Empress, right? In regular tarot. And what does the Empress want to tell us? I think for those who are listening, you've got a lot of intuition already and more coming your way, and you're really leaning into that feminine side, right? The soft, earthy side. and you're seeing and hearing messages of the earth and from the earth. Like if you've been, and what do I mean by that? Maybe you've just been outside more, and like, you hear things in the wind, or you get thoughts, or you're sitting outside looking at the moon and thoughts are coming your way. And those are intuitive downloads that you're getting, and you'll get more and more as you continue to evolve and transform. So make sure you spend enough time, or giving yourself enough time, so that you can listen, so that you can hear, so that you can nourish yourself also, because those kinds of earthy things are nourishing to you. And if you have been cooped up too much inside and you haven't felt connected to the outside, this is, they're sending you, your guides, a gentle message to make sure you get yourself outside, right? You see the gal here, she's barefoot and standing on the grass. So make sure you can get yourself outside, breathing in the air, doing a little bit of bird watching, noticing everything that's going on around you, and connecting with the earth. And again, leaning into that feminine divine energy that you have. Okay? And then our next one is the Five of Wands and grounding. And some of that connects with this, because some of us are definitely not feeling as grounded as we would like to be. Maybe as the weather changes for the better for many of us, and we feel, warmer weather, we feel the springtime upon us, we will naturally get outside more. But even if that's not so, and it's sucky weather perhaps, they still want you to make sure you can get outside, get off your devices, because if you feel like you've been watching too much news, too much media, make sure you get off your devices and things that are disconnecting you, right? Are disconnecting you from wholeness, from energy, from all these things that are going to really nourish you, mind, body, and soul, and help you feel solid. Okay, help you feel peaceful, right, from within. So if you don't have a routine in place yet, they encourage you to think about making something like a routine. Like if you do like a night stroll, or you're like an early bird and you're getting up early and you're maybe sitting outside and doing like 10 minutes of meditation, or 10 minutes of like bird watching, or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. So next we have card number 2, the web. This is the web, and you see there's a dog there. Everyone knows I'm easily distracted by dogs. So you are attuned to magic. You know that. If you're listening, you know this. You have gifts. Some people are just starting to develop and explore their gifts. Other people are further along and are hearing a lot of messages, and you are starting to put them together. And I think that they're coming to you fragmented right now, and so you're not aware of everything. And so it doesn't maybe all add up just yet, but it will. Do record things, write things down in a journal, because easily you will forget these little things, and then later you can go back and review them, and they will make more sense, and you can add these things together. A lot of the messages are going to be coming at night, they tell me, when you're just drifting off to sleep, or perhaps that when you're roused from sleep. If you're not, if you can sleep well, great. I can't, but if you can, I'm envious of you. But if like that, time period where, you're not quite up, but you're not really asleep either, right? That in-between phase, that's where they will have a lot of information. You'll see scenes, right? So it's meaningful. Like the dreams are meaningful. It's not just whatever. So take note of it. See if you can figure it out, almost as if it's like a riddle, right? Because it has specific meaning for you, and of course connected to everybody else too. It has meaning for all of us globally too. And I know many of you are thinking not just about yourself, but thinking about things, globally, and how they connect and how they interact with everyone else. So, and if you feel like you really are uncertain, right? Okay. Some people are really uncertain about what's going to be revealed to them. Like they're really not sure about the path ahead, and they're really wondering, where's this all going for me, right? They are sending you encouragement to let you know that in due time, when the timing is correct and right for you, that will be revealed. So if you feel uncertain, rest assured that this is a needed break that you're taking, and it's gonna come like you're just gonna get it. You'll know. Okay, it'll come your way. The answers that you are seeking. For those who've really been like struggling, wondering like, what am I doing here? What's going on? I'm doing a lot of work, and I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. Now, next card is the Three of Swords. So that does not mean it's not without disappointment. It's not without, on this one it says discord, but, the Three of Swords energy is really about, either heartbreak or disappointment. And people will disappoint you, I think, or if they haven't already, right? I think that's, part of the circle of life. We get disappointed sometimes with things, and it's, happens to all of us, but it's more about how we bounce back from that. Is that going to be something else that holds us down, especially as we struggle with, like the things we're talking about, like our energy feeling low, or feeling like we're balancing a lot of heavy emotions. How we respond to that disappointment, heartbreak right now might be different than at other times in our lives when we felt like we had more tools in our arsenal, or we're better prepared when things like that came our way. This might be a season of our life where we feel like, I cannot take one more thing. And so the discord will be troublesome, right? So let's pull a few more cards and see what other message or how they can guide us. What can we do to help ourselves when this disappointment comes our way? I hear like them telling me have a strategy. be prepared, have a strategy. Okay, and so first card we had was the High Priest. So yes, do be prepared, do research, do read up on things, do have knowledge and better understanding of things. That will really help you. Knowledge building is an interesting thing too. For those who, see something, question things, and become curious, which is, I think a lot of us, right? Especially those of us who are readers. And we're going to talk books at the end because I've been reading some great books I want to share with you. That knowledge building, that quest for knowledge on a deeper level, not just on a surface level, that really does unlock a lot of mysteries for you. It really does. So if you've been like here, we talked about you're getting messages, but you're not sure if you've connected everything together. It feels like fragmented stuff. The messages that'll come your way, they will be more clear and concise as you do some knowledge building. So like, yes, for those who are starting out in their spiritual practice, you're working with your guides, maybe you have a daily practice, you're doing your cards, you're doing your meditation, and you're taking care of yourself. But you still feel like, I'm not really sure where I am going, either, with certain things, right? Like deep things. And especially for some people who are at a crossroads in life and feeling like, I don't know. It could go either way for me, right? They really want you to know that, seeking deeper content is the word that you're using, will help you to reveal things and make connections quicker. Okay, so there's some work that we are doing too. We're not just like leaving everything to the universe and saying, "Universe, have at it," and you're just like here soaking up stuff. No, you have some role in it too, right? So you can speed things up a little bit and get some more understanding through knowledge building. So do research, right? Become curious about things. Okay, and you all have the ability to do that, right? So Next, we're getting the Five of Discs here, which is like the Five of Pentacles, right? Restrictions. So some people feel like, well, I am doing all this, I'm connecting dots, I'm doing the research, I'm doing the knowledge block building, I'm doing all this stuff, but I still do not have access to resources, or I don't have everything that I need, and it's becoming more and more difficult. They want you to let you know that the material resources that you need, or you feel like you are concerned, are not going to come forward in the time that you need them to thrive. It will come your way. Here is the Ace of Swords. Great new ideas are coming your way, and those things help you put forward a abundance plan that is going to help you. And you may not, again, when you're in this fuzzy stage, you're downloading stuff and you're getting like intuitive hits, and it's like, well, this is swell, this is great, I'm loving this spiritual plan I'm on, but you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with all this, or everything, it doesn't feel like it's connected together. They implore you to do a little bit more work on your own, right? Do some more knowledge building, right? Read books, do things like that. Talk to other people, take a class maybe, right? And the answers will come quicker, and the things that you're seeking, especially for those who really need a break, right? I feel like some people are like, I need a break. Life keeps coming at me. People want more money from me. It's going out faster than it comes in. They are your guides acknowledging that that's going on, that's happening to you and a lot of folks, and that that you'll get what you need. You'll get answers, and they're coming from within you, right? So again, same message. Like if you're waiting for something else out there, a lot of the cards that we got in this reading today are major arcana cards. So yes, there's some stuff that has to do with fate, of course, some destiny, but a lot of it is us. We're the protagonist in the story, pushing ourselves forward. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, last card they want to leave us with, and then we're going to leave off with an Inner Temple card, is the Knight of Wands. That's our final card. What they want to tell us: be curious, be adventuresome, just like what I was telling you here, that knowledge building. If you are, scrolling through stuff, you see something that looks of intrigue to you, be curious about it. Like, open your mind a little bit, do a little bit more of a deeper dive. See if you have a little bit more in your reserve. Because I hear some people saying, I hear the guides telling me some people are really tired. Like, they're really don't feel rested in the mind and the body. And they're like, okay, I can't be so adventuresome right now because I'm tired, right, physically. They see if you've got a little bit of reserve in you. And some of you have that adventuresome spirit too. See, they're waving the fire baton. You've got that fire energy in you. Maybe you have fire in your chart, right, somewhere. And they want you to light that. Make sure it stays lit. Make sure you lean into that energy that is within you, that dwells within you, that will help your personal growth and help you, especially like if you're like those people who are feeling like they're at the crossroads in life, which I know is affecting a lot of us, right? Okay, now let us leave off our reading here. Very interesting. They took us on a little bit of a journey here. And if you've been having like great psychic insights, do let me know in the comments. I have had like just super odd dreams, right? And I do tend to write everything down. I tend to journal everything, but like very odd. Like I'm trying to discern what they mean too. Like, like I had a dream that I was a stunt double for Winona Ryder and she was mad at me. I think that's odd because I'm not like a huge fan of hers. I don't dislike her, but I don't watch a lot of her stuff. Except for Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. We'll see. I don't know why that message came forward. And I don't think I'd be stunt doubling anybody in life. Okay, so message we are getting is, and we just talked about feeling like we don't have our resources. so this is a double message. So if we're reading the bottom, it's scarcity. Of course, if we're reading the top part, it's plenty. I pulled out the bottom part, which was plenty. I pulled it upright this way. Okay, so we are going to find that and read it if I could find it, because for anyone who knows me, maybe it is the librarian in me, if they would just put numbers on the guidebook, I feel like or put it in alphabetical order. You need or a Dewey Decimal System, anything, but you need some kind of system so that people are not blindly looking about the book. Okay, that's my rant is over. That's my all the time rant about any card deck that does that to me. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go with the plenty because I read it that side up. So abundance, gratitude, keywords on this one. See if any of these are resonating with you. Abundance, gratitude, receiving, overflowing, more than enough, harvest, success, bounty, legacy, the invitation, manifestation, balance, and harmony. All kinds of things that we were talking about during the reading today. So, this card is about resourcing and receiving. It can be a reflection of your current mindset or energy levels, or it can be a representation of where things may be headed based on how you're currently spending your thoughts, energy, and time. It's about your mindset and the way you live your life, as much as it's about physical reality. For our current beliefs, thoughts, energy, and behaviors can influence our future physical reality. Of course, remember there's that connection that we have between our mind, body, and soul. Plenty is a reflection of overspilling bounty, goodness, abundance, flow, ease, and joy. The earth is naturally abundant and plentiful. However, if some of us take more than we need, if we hoard and grab and get greedy, there won't be enough for everyone. This is where the planet is right now, and we're all being called to turn this ship around. If this card appears with the plenty right side up, which is how we got it, this is a welcome message that harmony and abundance are either here or on their way. Woohoo! So, great message coming up. And really, what they were hitting home with was that, think about the bounty, right? And we got that Empress card. Think about the bounty of the of Gaia, of the earth, and what it's providing to us. That's why I think that they're really trying to pound out at us, our guides, to get outside, see things, because we really see the magnificence of things when we're out in nature. I see that when I go out walking my dogs, looking for different birds, and it could be something different for you, if you're intrigued by certain trees. Currently I'm into trees, but could be something different for you. But think about those concepts, okay? Now, books, okay? I have been remiss in telling you about some wonderful books. I've been reading some deeper books. I've definitely been taking recommendations from friends who sent them to me. So if you sent me these book recommendations, I love them. Last book I read was The Mad Wife, which one of my friends recommended. Really enjoyed it. I listened to it on audio. Had me frustrated, right? If you liked the movie Don't Worry, Darling, it kind of reminds me of that, but in a book. I think that you will like it. I loved it. I thought it was super good, well written. The author did a good job of keeping intrigue, so I liked that. Right before that, I read a book called Lilith by, I think it's Eric Ricksag is the author. This not what I thought. Very heavy book. I feel like trigger alerts should be on the book. Not a lengthy book. Really had me thinking about when we are at the end of our ropes, but also I didn't read anything. I didn't know what the book was about. I thought it was about the goddess Lilith, and I was like, oh, cool. It was not. It had nothing to do with that, really. So, but recommended. Yes, I liked it. Another friend recommended this one to me, The Lies They Told. This book, I loved it. I listened to it on audio. I loved the narration. Thank you for that book recommendation. I cried. it's about a journey of an immigrant woman, and my parents are immigrants, and it got me. So I sobbed in many portions of the book. A lengthier book, historical fiction, so there was a lot of real life things in it. Some stuff I knew, some stuff I didn't know. That's what I mean, that knowledge building. Even for me, when I read something like that, then I'm like, did that really happen? Because these are fictional books that I was reading, and I did a little bit of research, and it was, and then that led me to some other books. So if you're reading something that you think I should read that you loved, please do send my way. So often if I'm reading something that's super heavy, then I try to like split up the next book so that it's not like complete doom, right? So I'll do like a funsy murder mystery, because for some reason crime and death soothe me like in a way that other like emotional books don't, if that makes sense. So I'm right now listening to the newest Vera Wong like Snoop book, right, which is kind of a more funsy mystery book. And it's cute. So if you want like a shorter story that's like not too like super intense, that's a good one. Okay, so yes, do share if you're reading something wonderful. That's your reading for the week. If you are not subscribed yet, please do consider. So you can consider subscribing so you can get the latest reading. And I will post as an update on the energy midweek. Hope you all have a good one.